Alright guys, today we're working on this Plasma TV. It's a Samsung series, I think it's 50 or 55 inch. I'll be taking the back off and checking the plate and seeing what's wrong with it. It's not really turning on. So next update guys. Alright guys, we're taking apart this Plasma 50 inch TV. We're gonna look at what's wrong with it. It seems like it's getting power, but the picture is not showing. The power is blinking, the power light is blinking, and the TV is not turning on. So based on research online and YouTube, it looks like one of the panels inside might be malfunctioning. So we're gonna take it apart and see what's wrong with it, see if we can fix it. So let's get into action. Maybe I should try to get this bolts first. First I'm gonna try to take off the bolts around the perimeter, and then I'll see if I can remove the mount because it's connected in this area. Alright, couple more bolts and we're there. I'm gonna leave this couple just in case the back will come off. And I'm gonna try to remove I guess this guy's, yeah. So far so good. Still in one piece. Okay, the back is coming off. Let's see, I have one more here. I think we should be taking this guy off too. But let's see if we get all the screws. There's one more here. And one more here. Alright. Let's see. Okay. Looks like the panel is very light, and we might be able to take it off. Let's check it out. This is a big bolt. I think we might need to put down the TV to avoid it sinking further because it's very heavy. So I'm going to take a break and I'm going to set up TV the other way. Voila! Let's see what's wrong with this TV and why it's not working. There's not too many components. That looks like a main board. This one looks like a board with a letter A. This one looks like a board with the chips. Maybe that's a main board. And that looks like a power supply. Yep. And here we have board number 2, and this is board number, I don't see a number. Basically we're gonna have to experiment. I think what I'll do, I will disconnect every board one by one and see if the TV is gonna work. So until then, I'm gonna take a break and set it up for you guys. After a lot of experimenting, I've disconnected panel by panel, checked the fuses, checked the connections. So far, I think I'm getting some results. Here's the power. I'm having a click sound. I've disconnected this panel right here. There we go, you hear the sound? There you go. But if I'll connect this panel in the middle, boom, it's not really kicking in. I'm going to do a reset one more time. Click, click, and no green light. I don't have any green light on the main panel, which is right here. When I disconnect it, I should do that first, guys. Disconnect this. It looks like this is a power supply, and looks like this is the main panel that distributes the, I guess, responsibilities to this particular plates on the TV. So this one's responsible for processing all the information, which is input, output, video, audio. This one's on the sides. I believe they're responsible for the actual TV, for the picture. So panel A, panel B, let's say X, Y, whatever you call it, power supply. So once I disconnect the main board, what happens is, check it out, I plug it in, I hear the click, the power board is working, and here's the sound. And the sound is coming after I disconnected this panel right here. Let's try to reset it one more time. And here, it looks like it's starting up. So this panel looks like it's working, this one is working. It doesn't display anything in the TV. I assume that is the reason why, because there's a connector going here and there's a connector going here, so it's not showing anything on TV because it's not processing the correct input. Or maybe I should try to put in a different input. Maybe that's a problem. I'm trying to use a USB, but I cannot seem to pick the right input channel. Anyways, I hear the good sounds, so my next step would be looking at this panel right here, if I can replace it, maybe buy it on eBay or somewhere, and I'll get some updates for you guys. For now, I'm taking a break. Alright guys, quick update on the repair of this TV. As I mentioned before, I have tested all separate parts of a TV by disconnecting the power supply to every single one. There was absolutely no difference until I disconnected this board right here. And after that, right now it is plugged in. The light is on. That means the power is continuous, it's on. And then if you press it, it turns off the TV. There you go. Maybe it turns it on. Probably turns it on. Yeah. And I don't see anything. So it is a progress. I have ordered this particular piece online on eBay. Once it comes in, I'm going to replace it and I'm going to give you guys an update to see if this TV is working. Until now, see you in the next one. Alright guys, today I'll be working on that 50-inch plasma TV that I started in the previous episode. I've put it aside since I didn't have all the appropriate replacement parts, and I finally got my power board, which is this part right here. That was already a second diagnosis, whatever you call it, a second problem that I found. The first one was to believe to be at a control board or whatever the other name that you guys are using for it. I believe that's the appropriate name for it, since it controls all the other parts on the board. this would be the main board, and there's a X and Y board. I'm not sure which one is which, but it's pretty obvious that they're responsible for the illumination, and they're on the sides of the TV. So I have replaced this board right here, which I will need to replace again. This is from a different TV. I have purchased another board and took another board from another one of my TVs that I had spared for parts. Neither of the boards worked. I mean, the TV didn't work, so I'm continuing to diagnose the problem. It is a Samsung TV. The model number is the model number is 850 F like Frank, SH and Henry, dash Y like yellow, B like Bob, 03. So this is the TV. It's not turning on. It does not produce any sounds unless I disconnect the control board to make the sound, but it doesn't work in terms of the screen. So I went online and I found another gentleman on eBay who is very well educated in this particular type of repairs, and he suggested that it might be a power board. And after checking the voltage on the power board, I discovered that the voltage is below the threshold that needed to run this TV, which was below half of it. And I believe it is it might be the problem. Maybe one of the capacitors gave in and doesn't produce enough voltage to carry enough power for all the ports in the TV. So I'm going to try to replace the power board with this board right here. I'm going to replace the main board and put the original. I'm not sure which one is which, but I'll find that out. This is the tools I'll be using, and I'll be putting down the numbers of the boards that I'll be replacing for you guys to see. If you guys want to take a look, I'll write it down and then I'll show it to you guys. So let's continue our adventure. And well, it's not really an adventure. Adventure is the walk and talk series. This is more of a repair guide for people who like to fix stuff and not to spend money every single time that something breaks. So let's see what I can do with this one. I have half of the battery in the camera, probably around 40 minutes left in the memory, so hopefully it'll be enough for the whole episode. So let me get into this right away. So what I'm going to do first is the TV is unplugged. I'm going to remove all the connectors. First I'm going to try to replace this item right here. So I'll remove the power supply board and I'll bring this camera right here to the front. Hopefully you have a good view. And I'll exchange this board right here. Trying to do as continuous shot as long as possible, so the less editing, the better quality of the video, hopefully. Alright, so in order to remove these connectors, we will use the flat screwdriver like this and a couple of fingers. So let's put this guy away. This wire is somewhere here, so it's out of the way. Stay here. No, it's not going to stay here. We'll figure something out with it. So let's start with this connector right here. How to remove this connector? We're gonna squeeze these two pins. No, that's not the way. No. Yes, it is. So we do squeeze those pins. So squeeze them and move them up and down direction. Here we go. Connector number 1 disconnected. Let's put it aside so it's out of our way. No, it's on the way, but we'll figure it out. Here we go. Perfect. This connector is right here. You have to lift a small portion of the plastic up like that, and I'll show you again. Up and up. Try not to damage the connections right here. Pull the connector down and it'll come out. Pull it down and it'll come out. Pull it down and it'll come out. Same thing here, you can do it with a nail. Pull the connector out. This guy right here, just squeeze on the top and shake it right, left, it'll come out. Don't forget where you plugged it in, because next time, well, actually you're not gonna reach, but don't forget where you plugged it in, or where you disconnected, so you can plug it back in the same spot. So I just used some nails. I don't have any, but it still worked. We get to the next screwdriver, the more appropriate one for this. Yes, that's fine. So preferably to hold the TV from the bottom and the top, not to apply too much pressure. Okay, this screwdriver is too small. I'm going to change it to a different size, a little bit bigger. Try it again. Yes, not too much pressure. This is very delicate items, so they were not screwed as 2x4s. The second one. Once you loosen it up, it's very easy. Alright. Don't lose the screws. Okay, to remove this control board, you have to just pull it up or shake it right, left, right, left, right, left. It'll come out. There you go. And we're gonna actually put this on the side and see which one was the original. And we need let's take a look. 50UF1A. We have this one, which is 50UF1A. Okay, two boards, identical boards. Well, production dates are different, but the boards are identical, so let me remember which one it was which. The second option would be just install the board, install the power board, and if it doesn't work, switch one of the boards. So let's pick and choose left, right, right, left. Let's see if there's any rose color markers anywhere in TV. No, so there might be this board then with no marker, because this one has some kind of rose color marker. I don't see any other markers on TV, so there might be a replacement board or from a different TV. Let's put this guy in. Okay, make sure all the connectors are in front of the board when you install the board, as well as the top connectors. If you hear any additional noises, I have two cats. One is a younger one, and she's running around and playing, so you don't just hear them, they're made by this cat, who's not sure what to do and running around and scratching everything. And right, trying to put the connectors back in. That should go right in. I think I have to put the board lower a little bit. Let's see. No, that's fine. Okay, this portion should be up. Up. And the connector should go right under it. Right here. There you go. Squeeze it down. And it should be fine. Same thing with this guy. Put the connector in, squeeze the brown part, and it should hold it down. Let's see this guy. Put the connector in. Make sure it goes into the white part. think it looks okay. Alright, let's do this one. Open it up. Pull the connector in. Make sure it goes in all the way. There we go. This one just clicks. I can find a place to put it in. And this one, just slide it in and clip it. And this guy right here is even easier, and just click on. Find a spot. There you go, you can hear the click. Alright. Okay, this plate is done. Now let's get to the power plate. So let's do the same. Disconnect all the connectors. This one just squeeze it and pull. Squeeze and pull. Squeeze and pull. Squeeze and pull. Squeeze and pull. Alright. Out of the way. Out of the way. Out of the way. All the wires out of the way. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 screws. Alright, let's get to it. Hold the TV from the top. Apply a little bit of pressure. It should come out very easily. Don't lose the screws. Speaking of screws, we forgot to install the screws back on this plate. So we'll do that while I'll removing those screws. Screw number 1. Screw number 2. No worries, this little wire is not in our way. It's kind of lazy wires, so let it hang loose. Alright, one last one. Just make sure you're holding the board so it doesn't fly. Those boards can fly when they board. Alright, it's kind of holding. So, go down. Here we go. Board removed. New board coming in. 1, 2. Here we go. Okay, that's 2. Screw here. Screw here. All right. Don't need to tie in the screw too hard, as long as it holds the board. There's no screw there, no. Screw here. screw and the bottom. Okay guys, let's connect this TV and see if it's working. I'm being anxious to fix it for a really long time, since I couldn't do it with a couple first tries. I'm just looking forward to this replacement board, and hopefully this will fix the problem. Alright, last but not least, okay, everything is connected. Let's connect the power cord and see if it's in action. Plug in the wire right here. Alright. And let's get our electrical plug in here. Here's our electrical plug, and we plug it in. I hear the sound. Alright, where's some action? Let's see the front of the TV. Oh no, it's working. It's working. Yes, it is working. Guys, I fixed the TV. This is 50-inch plasma. Samsung 850FH YB03. Alright guys, it's good. We have some action. So let's turn off the TV, and right now I'm gonna take a break, and I'm gonna write down all those parts that I have replaced. Actually, I'll just write down, I'm not gonna write down anything, I'm just gonna show it to you, and then I'll add it to the video description. This is the part I replaced. PSPF520501A. This is the TV again. This is the original parts I replaced and they didn't work. It is not a control panel when you have no sound and no screen, nothing on the screen. It's a power board right here. That's what the problem was, and that was the original power board. Alright guys, this is it. This completes my TV repair. I will write down in the description the TV model. I will write down in the description the power board I replaced, and thank you to the eBay user who provided me with correct diagnostics of the problem and actually gave me a discount on his board. I will also note it in my description. So thank you again. Thank you for watching, and next video guys. YB03. There was no sound, no picture. I have disconnected and connected every board. There was no change. Only when the main board was disconnected the sound was coming back up, but no picture. So I started with the main board, replaced two of them. It was not the issue. I've went back on the research and found a very nice knowledgeable gentleman on eBay. He diagnosed it as a power board as well. So I have replaced the power board, which I ordered through him, and he gave me a significant discount on it. and I appreciate that. And that was the power board, and that fixed the 50-inch plasma TV that right now I have working. So thank you for watching this video. If you guys have comments, please comment. I'll be happy to answer all the questions, and hopefully I'll get more some more videos like this for you guys. So see you in the next one.